All right, so I'm about to start the second challenge of Game Dev TV's forthcoming challenge club. Um, I finished the first one and it was actually a little bit harder than I thought. Um, there were some challenges that were uh, not as intuitive as they might have seemed at first. So I'm really looking forward to this second one. If you don't know, this is Game Dev TV is a provider of courses both in Unity and in Unreal, and they have a challenge club coming up that I gained early access to. So I wanted to stream while I take on this challenge live. As you can see, I have Unity open. It's 2020.3, freshly installed, never used it yet. So we're gonna see how this goes. All right, importing the package. This might, hopefully won't take a while. My computer's pretty fast. All right, so what do we have here? We have this main game scene. And all right, we have a hero with a mover component on it. We have the arena. We have some enemies with a scorer component. Ooh, celebration particles. And a canvas which has a timer script on it. Alright, so actually I'm going to look at the instructions on my other screen here. So the first project has been created using Cinemachine to make the camera follow the player, but it's currently broken. Fix the camera by considering what you need to do with the Cinemachine package. Hint, we're using a framing transposer which follows the hero. Alright, so actually I don't see the Cinemachine package in here, and I'm wondering if... Yeah, I need to go to the package manager and download it. So that's that's the first thing that I need to do is actually get Cinemachine in here. I actually love Cinemachine. It's a very useful tool if you haven't used it before. It basically does all the grunt work that you normally have to do in setting up, some pretty advanced camera work. There are some limitations to it. For example, it doesn't work with Unity's new input system yet, but there is a way around it. There's sort of like an input action bridge that like feeds in your new input into one of the cameras that take input, but it's not fully integrated yet. And I think once Unity starts really relying on their new input system, then they'll switch Cinemachine over to default to that. I hope they hurry up because it's annoying, opening up the scene and, putting in one of those Cinemachine cameras that use input and then wondering why, everything, you get errors, and it's just kind of cumbersome. But all right, so we have Cinemachine in here. So I'm actually just going to press play and see what happens. So, not sure. What's wrong with the camera? So there's a framing transposer on the camera. Oh, a look at target is required. Well, I wonder who we're gonna look at. So one of the things that's quirky about Cinemachine is that some of the things save while in play if you click that button, and other things don't. So for example, I'm not sure if the aim or the body components, since they're kind of, I know like some of the free look camera options don't save. So we're just gonna try to see what happens. Okay, so here's our framing transposer. Okay. I'm not sure if this is the intended camera work, but I mean, it looks like it works. See, yeah, it didn't save that. So we'll just drag it in again. So I'm going to assume the camera's working fine. Okay. So the next step is vanishing enemy. One of the enemies is disappearing without being captured. Figured out why and fix it so that the bug isn't happening. Alright, so how many enemies are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5. So if we... Where are our scripts? So there are no enemy scripts. The only thing is the exploder. They have colliders on them. So it might be a... He disappears without being captured. So where are the Oh, they might be in the body. Okay. So they're... Oops. They are trigger colliders. Actually, hold on. I didn't mean to expand that. Yeah, I'm not sure which enemy it is. I didn't notice one disappearing on me. And I kind of want to try to figure this out without going into the scripts, because it might be something in the editor. I'm just going to track the... Yeah, it's a trigger... function. So I'm going to check all the triggers on here. Okay, that seems to be working. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to play and see if I can catch this happening in action. So therefore, you know, it's kind of hard to figure out because... okay, one of the enemies already disappeared. So what is the function that's getting them to sort of do their whack-a-mole behavior? It's not exploder, it's not mover, it's not scorer, and it's not timer. So, question is, how are they doing this? Oh, is it an animator? So their position's animating. So I guess we can see a preview of this animation. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so let's see, why wouldn't they be... So it's a looping animation. They all have the same animator controllers. Yeah, it's just their position's different. So it would maybe have to be in the destroy behavior, which Exploder. And maybe they're just colliding with the level or something. So I'm going to open up the script. Just waiting for Rider to load. That's probably what it is, I'm guessing. You know, it's actually very hard to see with the enemies disappearing, but, you know, I guess that's trying to debug in real time. So, we're going to, instead of printing "Aw, you got me," we're going to print, I'll use an interpolated string, destroyed by other dot game object dot name, and let's see what's happening here. Destroyed by cube 2. So cube 2 is the culprit. And cube 2 has a box collider just like all the other cubes, so you know, they're popping up. Yeah, basically we have to, I mean, obviously we don't want the mole going up in that position, but also we should be checking, you know, who is colliding with the enemy. If other dot game object dot, well, do we have a tag, or it's hard to, we have layers, we don't really have any, so hero is untagged, so we can put the player tag on him. So if other dot game object dot tag, or compare tag player, then we destroy the game object. I hate. All right. There we go. So now let's see. Still destroyed by cube. Oh, well, no, they didn't actually get destroyed. They're still there. I just forgot to move that in the loop. Yep, all of them are still there. No. Whoa. Okay, I can use my controller. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so yeah, the camera angle gets kind of wonky on me, and it doesn't really respond to, you know, the direction that I think I'm going in. Like if I use the, yeah. So maybe this is what was meant by the camera. So yeah, that's gonna have to be fixed. But let's just go through and we'll come back to that. Stop the party. The celebration particles should last for 1 second and then stop, but they keep looping. Use our bool variable to fix the celebration so that it doesn't keep playing. Okay, so What do we have? Bull has children. So not sure. So is there more than one particle system, or let me take a look at it first. No. Arena? No. Oh, celebration. Duh. Okay, so yeah, it's just one particle system. It's not a looping particle system, but if transform.child count equals 0, celebration.play. And what transform? This scorers transform. Where is that? Probably on the canvas. Let me see. Score. On the enemies. Okay. So if transform.child count equals 0, celebration.play. So I guess we have to just set as children equal to false. And then if not has children, just return. I guess we can. This is I guess we could have made a property, but I don't think it's necessary. Okay, so. Yeah, again, the controls are a little wonky once the perspective starts changing, so I think we're gonna have to mess with that a little. It makes it very hard to kill these moles. Whoa. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here and wait. No! See, yeah, this camera system is, okay, there we go. And yeah, it stopped playing. Alright, so tricky patterns. Figure out how enemies are moving. You know what, actually, let's just go into this mover and see what's happening. So yeah, it's just translating according to the horizontal and vertical. Let's see. We're not doing it relative to the player's position. So we could either do that, or we could fix the camera so that it's not... oh, I'm searching for something. I was like, where's the whole scene? So what was I about to do? No. Oh, the cameras. Okay. So they're using a, let me read the directions again. Okay, the framing transposer follows the hero. Actually, I could set this to do nothing. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's better. Now, if we wanted a shifting perspective, we'd have to have code to translate, you know, the camera's rotation into our movement vector before we translate, but yeah, this is a lot smoother. Okay. Wow, Mole. Really? Oh, alright. Anyway. Figure out how the enemies are moving and create more interesting and varied patterns for their dodging. Okay, so we already saw that they're using animations. And basically, so, I mean, we can see the animation again if we click on one of these. Let's go to scene view. So, so they're just moving under there. Okay. So all we're doing is translating Y up and down and then moving X. Okay. And then it goes back to the beginning. Make it more varied. I mean, we could make a longer animation clip, but that takes time and effort. Soda's probably trying to think of a more elaborate way to do it. So those are fixed sort of positions in there, or translations rather. If I started from scratch, I probably wouldn't use the animator to do this. So I guess we could give them a random position. You know, we'd have to be cognizant of how large the level is. So, oops. So it's about, what, 20 by 20? Is this thing in the middle? You know what, actually, beam object, cube, alright. Please focus in. Pressing F. Okay. So there's 0, 0, 0. And of course it's trying to rename it. Whatever. Don't want to go in and like animate by hand. So actually, did I look at the animator? So I could vary the speed. I could do that. I could mirror it. Cycle offset. No, we don't want to do that. So where's our enemy script? I guess exploder. I'll change that later. Animator equals get component of type animator. I use Animancer for my animations. I don't really mess with Unity's animation system anymore, which is why I was trying to avoid doing that. But hey, we're gonna try it. I just hate dealing with that string-based state machine, and yeah, it's so let's create a test method, and oops, I forget what things I have access to. Animator dot play, I know, is can we get the clips? Get current animation clip info. Why am I even doing that? We could just move this game object. So I'm not gonna mess with the animator unless it's actually speed. We could randomize the speed, I guess. Animator dot velocity, position. I guess we could manually take over the animation. I know there's that on animator move function. I know I'm making this way more complicated than it has to be. Animator dot what was it? Delta position plus equals. Oh no. That's not a changeable parameter, is it? Well, yeah. just a accessor. Set. Oh wait, do we have any parameters? No, we don't. I guess. That's probably a setter too. Yep. I mean, just a getter. So we can get the delta position and transform dot translate animator dot delta position let me see times unity dot random, oh no, it's unity engine, random dot range, well, we would have to do a vector 3, I guess, but we wouldn't do this in on animator move anyway. So update, actually, vector 3 delta pause. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm just, you know, trying to explore a little bit. Delta pause equals that. And then let's go to we can call this an update, and if delta pause is greater or equal to 0, vector 3.0. Wait, oh, is that a... not equal to vector 3.0. Or I could do square magnitude or something, but then transform dot well, let's get a random number. Var, we'll do it in here. Var random vector equals unity engine dot random dot new vector 3 unity engine dot random dot range or do we just want it maybe in one particular direction, but then they could go off the level eventually if we don't put them back. I mean, we could just move the game object. So if they're not, can we get whether the animator clip info end? Can we get when it ends? See, I'm so used to Animancer and being able to like access that kind of information. Like it's so limited here. Transform dot yeah, I don't want to. So yeah, if I can actually I think move it myself, but then eventually I think they will migrate off of the level if I'm not careful, and so don't really want that to happen. I don't know. I mean, how would you author something using this animation? How would you randomize it? I mean, I guess we could give them more than one location. So here's the way to do it. Public do I want vector 3 or do I want to transform? I'll just do a transform. Locations. And then we have to get when they dip below I mean, we can get an animation event when the I hate coding in the animator. Oh, please compile errors before creating new state behaviors. Whatever. Okay. Alright, so I guess I can add a behavior. I really don't want to. So this is a looping animation, so it wouldn't even end per se. So I guess I could make a transition into an empty state and back to this state. And when it's in this state, I'll add a behavior. Notify ended animation. And I don't think we want exit time. Oh. Okay, I guess God, I hate Mechanim. Alright. Alright. So it's gonna go through there and then have its little exit time, I guess, unless I make a condition, which I have to make a parameter, and I refuse to do that. Okay, so when it enters this state, I don't know why it commented this out, but Jesus, Mechanim. Okay, so the top one is a comment. All right. State info. Oh, well, that's... all I want to do is animator dot get component exploder, which really should be enemy at this point. And actually, I'm gonna public transform current location. Current. I really should be calling a method in there, but random dot range 0 to what do I call it? Locations. No. I gotta cache this. Introduce variable. No, I want to cache the exploder. Damn it. Whatever. Var exploder equals animator dot. I'm using a, what's it called? A new keyboard that my old one broke, so this is like a substitute keyboard, so it's kind of annoying to type. Keys are so small and unresponsive. Animator, alright, so I can just say exploder now. And exploder dot locations dot length, and that will give me a random number. So I can say locations, no, exploder dot locations, and I gotta search for the end key. There we go. And that's an integer, so the end is going to exclude what's at the length, so I don't have to worry about the array unless this is null. You know. But it's serialized, so inconsistent modifier. Alright, so I think that will do the trick. although it won't currently transition out, I believe, because it's a looping animation. So, I really don't want to deal with animations anymore in Animancer, so I am just going to change this animation to a non-looping one. So then it'll play once, go here, play to this empty state, which I refuse to name and reference by string, and then it will go out and back into move enemies, hopefully. Alright, so all I need are a bunch of locations, and oh, well, actually, I need a method to void teleport, and we'll just say transform location. I really should have done that, state behavior, notify ended animation. I really should just call back into here and have this deal with all the logic, but I can refactor that later. So current location equals location, and then transform dot position equals current location dot position. So then we call, you know what, I'll just take care of it now. Exploder dot teleport, and actually we'll just take this logic out of here. And we don't need that. Current location, oh yeah, we already said it. So, transform dot position equals, so you can kill two birds with one stone. If you guys didn't know you could do that, you can. Ambiguous reference, because we don't have, come on. Oh, well, this is a vector 3, so actually you can't. But if it were another transform, which it is, but we're trying to set the position of transform.position equals current location.position. Alright, so that was a little bit of trying to engineer around doing too much animation, dealing with mechanism too much. Let's see if it works. I'm going to go in this controller. This should have that notifying animation. And all we need actually are our locations. So let's go to the scene. Let's create empty locations, and let's see, they have to be, how deep do they go? Because when they start at the beginning of the animation, I believe there were negative 131. Negative 148. Okay, well, it's odd numbers, but I guess we can go with them. Oops. So we'll just create, you know what, I'll create cubes for now and just remove everything once we have the locations in place. Whoa, did not click the right thing. Alright, so we're just going to test if the system works, and then if it does, then, you know, can design it and lay it out better. Let's take off the colliders, turn off the meshes, and they're going down, negative 1.31. And there they are. So hopefully that is the right position. I know they went down to negative 1.48 at the end of their... I don't think it matters because I think the animation will blink them back anyway. Yeah, let's just see if it works. So we're going to go into enemies. Yeah, these. Oh no! Don't tell me that I can't do more than one at once. Okay, good. So each one of these enemies. Nope. 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 Unity, you bastard. Oh, this is the kind of thing that it just bothers me about Unity. So now I have to, oh, that's off the screen, hold on. Good thing they did add this property, you know, view properties option, thankfully. So that does save a little bit of work with working between multiple game objects in the scene. But it's still, you know, a cumbersome process. Okay, did I miss one? Yep. So this will stay open for me while I drag these cubes in. You know, ideally I would have liked to spawn these enemies myself and then not have to deal with populating that, but let's see if it works. I don't have a current location right now, so that's going to be interesting. Okay, so something went wrong. Oh. Okay. So they're doing their little dance. I mean, it's working, but they are a little too far down. So, all right. So they're starting out at 0.51. So why don't I just put them there? Right, 0.51. And we'll see what that does. They might appear actually, so yeah. But at least they're popping back up. What is up with the lighting? Destroyed by body. What the hell is body? So yeah, I think all the enemies are still in here. Or at least some of them. How many enemies were there? There were 5, right? Is one of the enemies... Why is he not visible? Oh, no, he is. Okay. Anyway, I think it's working mostly, but while we do the teleportation, I think it's best that we... Oh, actually... we have this on-state exit function. Watch how we're gonna resolve this. And I figured out a perfect name for the state, the transitioning state. So we can do on state enter, we can do exploder dot, do we want to turn off the renderer, get component, mesh dot, no, it's mesh filter, no, it's mesh renderer. Mesh renderer dot enabled equals false. Equals false. There we go. And then on state exit, which disappeared. We can say the opposite. We need a reference to exploder again. I guess we could make a field, or can you? Yeah, I think you can. I forget if this is actually stateless, or in terms of it can't. Yeah, I think state behaviors are, not like, like scriptable objects. Sometimes you don't want to leave state on the objects, and just use their methods. So yeah, I think we're just gonna re-enable it. I guess we could make a method to do that, but all right. So this should provide a little more functionality. Yeah. Oh, There's no mesh renderer. Oh. Oh, the visuals are in the children. Okay. So we're going to do get component in children. Yeah, I could have just cached it in the exploder, I guess, but... Or had the exploder take care of it, but... So this seems like it's working. The other thing we could do is... we could play the next animation at a random speed. Do we have the next state? I don't know. I don't know if we can get the next state. Probably. But I don't really feel like looking into Mechanim anymore. I'm done with Mechanim. Alright, so finish the timer script so that we display an ongoing timer in the top corner of the screen. For bonus points, show the timer with no decimal places, just whole numbers. Hint. Explore the time class in the Unity docs and remember to convert your number to a string. Okay, so... forget what the timer showed now. It just shows static number. Alright, so... ongoing timer. Alright, so elapsed time plus equals time dot delta time. I hate how that time class is always at the top and you have to scroll up. Oh no, I want a minus equals because it starts at... Wait, are we counting down or an ongoing timer? Yeah, I don't know if we're counting down or counting up. I guess we can count down. You have a certain amount of time to whack the moles. So timer text equals elapsed time to string dot text. And do we even need to and I know you can do string dot format with regard to the decimal places, but ooh. Oh, that was just placeholder text, obviously. Okay, so, and that wouldn't be elapsed time, that would be, so I'm not sure if we're counting down or counting up, but I would assume that, you know, there's a time limit or something. I don't know. I guess we'll just display the elapsed time for now. Okay, now to remember how to format a string. String dot format. Oof, I format provider. Number format info. I don't remember. Honestly, don't remember. I know it's. I knew it was string.format, and I could just look it up. Which is probably the smartest thing to do, rather than waste time. So I'm on the other screen. Oh. Okay. Or I don't even need to do that. I'm just gonna convert it to a fucking int. How about that? Hold on. Lapse time. It's int 32. Can I do that? Yeah, I guess maybe I could if I import that, but I should just be able to cast it to an int. Elapsed time. And I will say var time. And I'll just say time to string. So yeah, there is a way to using string.format to format out the decimal places, or to format to a specific number of decimal places, but I'm just going to convert it to an int and call it a day. Hey. So again, I don't know if we're supposed to be counting down or counting up. Maybe there's a time limit. We'll see. Alright, so let's see, there's a couple more things. There's restarting the level, bullet time, and spice it up. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it right here for now. It's been about an hour, but yeah, I'll come back and finish this up. These next few seem like, you know, restarting the level. That seems fairly simple enough. Using a coroutine. When the hero captures an enemy, briefly slow the game down just for a short time. Like bullet time. Yeah, yeah. I think that's time.timescale. Complete your quest to make the game more interesting and visually appealing. That could take time, but yeah, I'll do that on another stream so that I'm definitely hungry. I need to eat some dinner. Alright, well that was this part of part 2, or challenge 2 of the basic challenges. I look forward to, you know, doing some more. I'll probably do that either later tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, again, like I said, it looks simple, but you know, there's a lot of freedom of choice in how you go about resolving the things. I think that's you know, what makes it so challenging. It's that there are many ways to do something, and um, figuring out the way I code is I like to sit down and think about um, you know different ways of doing things, and then just take some time to think it out before I actually start coding, and that sort of conflicts with coming on here live and just feeling pressure to like produce something on screen. So I think that's what's been the challenge for me, even as an intermediate coder. It's not like the coding itself is complex. It's sort of cycling through the design choices and resolving to do something relatively simple rather than overthinking it. You know, just getting the logic down and putting something down is better than overthinking it. At least on a live stream. If I were coding a real game, this probably would have taken me a lot longer. But I guarantee it would have come out with something really entertaining. So that's the trade-off there. But anyway, I'll probably be back on later tonight or tomorrow to conclude this part 2. Again, this is Game Dev TV's upcoming course, or not a course, but sort of like a course, but it's an ongoing challenge club, and we'll have weekly challenges like this one, and also more intermediate challenges, which I plan to take on after I complete. There's one more basic challenge, and then I'm going to take on the intermediate.